You're searching for the ultimate motocross goggle, but the choices are overwhelming, aren't they? You need a massive field of view, insane comfort for hours, and lens clarity that won't quit when the roost gets thick. This Oakley Airbrake XL review promises to show you if this iconic system is still the king of the woods in 2026 and whether it's worth your hard-earned cash. But here's what surprised me. After testing it against every major competitor, I found one glaring flaw that almost nobody talks about. However, what Oakley got right changes the entire game for tall-face riders. Therefore, if you're between sizes or hate fogging, you need to watch this entire review. For the best price, click the link in the description. /N/N, let's cut through the marketing fluff. The Airbrake XL is essentially the big brother to the standard Airbrake, designed for riders with larger facial structures or those who simply crave an unobstructed IMAX-style view of the track. Oakley's promise is a perfect seal without pressure points, coupled with their legendary Prizm lens technology. But is bigger always better? Or does this extra size introduce new problems? Therefore, we're going to dive into the three pillars that make or break any goggle: vision, comfort, and ventilation. Buckle up. /N/N, the first thing you notice unboxing the Airbrake XL is the sheer presence of the frame. It's not just tall, it's engineered. The outrigger chassis, that's Oakley's fancy term for the outer frame, feels rigid yet flexible. It's designed to withstand direct impacts without transferring that force to your face. I tried my best to, let's say, stress test it, and this thing is a tank. Here's a mini promise. By the end of this section, you'll know if this robust build helps or hurts the fit. /N/N, popping in the lens is where the Airbrake system truly shines. You press two buttons on the sides and the entire lens frame clicks out. It's a 3-second swap, even with muddy gloves on. In a world where some goggles make you feel like you're performing brain surgery to change a lens, this is a revelation. Therefore, for hair scrambles or motos where light conditions change, this is a massive advantage. But I have to ask, is this ease of use a Trojan horse for a weakness? We'll get to that. /N/N, now the view. Slipping the goggle on, the world opens up. The peripheral vision is exceptional. You can see your handlebar ends without moving your head. The vertical field of view means you're not looking at the top of the frame when you're in the attack position. It feels less like wearing a goggle and more like your helmet just got a windshield upgrade. However, that giant lens is like a giant sail. Catch a strong side wind on a fast-fire road and you'll feel it. Therefore, if you're a smaller-faced rider, this might feel like overkill. /N/N, let's talk about the heart of the experience, the Prizm lens. My test pair came with the Prizm black lens for bright conditions. Oakley's tech is designed to enhance contrast, making ruts, shadows, and changes in terrain pop. And you know what? It works. Riding in dappled forest light, the trail details were sharper. Roots and rocks seem to define themselves against the dirt. It's not a gimmick. But here's the twist. Is this $90 plus lens any better than a competitor's $50 contrast lens? The difference is subtle, but for my eyes it was there. Therefore, the real value might be in the specific Prizm options, like the trail torch for low light. /N/N, comfort is where the Airbrake XL makes its case for the throne. The facial interface uses 3 different densities of foam. It's plush where it touches your cheeks and brow, but firmer around the nose for structure. The result is a seal that feels secure without needing the strap cinched down to tourniquet levels. I wore it for a 2-hour hard enduro session, and the comfort was consistent. No hot spots, no pressure headaches. Joke number 1, my face felt so pampered, I half expected the goggle to offer me a cucumber water and a warm towel after the ride. It didn't, but the comfort was that good. /N/N, but we must talk about the elephant in the room, or rather, the face in the goggle. Ventilation. The Airbrake XL has a massive triple-layer foam intake at the top and exhaust ports low on the lens. The theory is impeccable. Cool air in, warm, moist air out. In practice, during slow, technical climbing on a humid day, I did experience some fogging at the very bottom of the lens. It never fully obscured vision, but it was there. Therefore, the system is excellent for flowy, fast trails, but if you're a stop-and-go, hard-enduro warrior, it's not a magic bullet. You'll still need to manage your pace and maybe consider an anti-fog coating. The strap. It's wide, it's silicone-lined to grip your helmet, and it's easy to adjust. But here's my contrarian snapback. That fancy outrigger chassis, it can make the goggles sit a bit proud of your helmet. On some helmet brands, this creates a slight gap at the top. It's not a deal-breaker for dust, but it's a design quirk. Therefore, trying it with your specific helmet is advised. Joke number 2. The fit is so specific. It's less like buying a goggle and more like a bespoke suit tailoring for your eyeballs. You wouldn't buy a suit without trying it on, right? And now, let's address the flaw I hinted at. The very thing that makes the lens swap so brilliant, that quick-release mechanism. Over time, and after hundreds of swaps, those plastic latch points can wear. I've seen older models develop a tiny bit of play. Does it affect performance? Not really. But for a goggle at this premium price point, that potential for wear nags at me. However, Oakley's build quality is generally top tier, so this is a long-term maybe, not a short-term, oh no, and so, who is the Airbrake XL actually asterisk for? If you have a larger or longer face, this goggle is a godsend. The standard Airbrake might feel like it's trying to squeeze your skull. The XL variant solves that. It's also for the rider who prioritizes field of view above all else. But if you have a smaller, narrower face, all that extra space might mean a less secure seal, letting in more dust. Therefore, be honest about your face shape. This isn't a one-goggle-fits-all scenario. It's a targeted solution. N durability. I crashed more than once. The frame took direct hits from branches and one unplanned soil sample. The lens is scratch-resistant, but not scratch-proof. A rock will win every time. The frame, however, showed only superficial scuffs. The strap anchors are solid. Joke 3. This goggle is so tough, I think the only thing that could break it is the existential dread of being left in a dark gear bag all winter. Even then, it'd probably be fine. N let's talk value. The Oakley Airbrake XL system is expensive. You're investing in a platform. The frame is just the start. The lenses are where they get you. A Prizm lens can cost as much as an entire mid-tier goggle. But here's the promise. You're buying into a system with unparalleled optical clarity, legendary comfort, and proven durability. Therefore, if you ride multiple disciplines or in changing light, the lens swap system justifies the cost. It's an ecosystem, not just a product. N resolution time. After weeks of testing, is the Oakley Airbrake XL the king in 2026? For its intended user, the larger-faced rider demanding maximum vision, the answer is a resounding yes. The comfort is best in class. The lens clarity and contrast are phenomenal. The quick swap is still the industry benchmark. However, it's not perfect. Ventilation, while good, can be challenged in extreme slow-speed scenarios, and the premium price is a serious barrier. Therefore, the choice comes down to this. Are your face, your eyes, and your riding style aligned with what this goggle does spectacularly well? If yes, it's a masterpiece. N if you're a smaller-faced rider or on a tight budget, the standard Airbrake or competitors like the 100% Acuri might be a better fit. But for those in the XL target zone, nothing else provides this specific blend of panoramic view and all-day comfort. Joke 4. Choosing the right goggle is like finding a good mechanic. When you find the one that fits perfectly, you stick with it for life, and you tell all your friends about it, even if they're tired of hearing it. And so, what's the final verdict? The Oakley Airbrake XL remains a top-tier, premium motocross and mountain bike goggle in 2026. It solves specific fit problems for a specific group of riders with engineering prowess. It makes going back to standard goggles feel restrictive. Therefore, if you've ever felt cramped, pinched, or visually limited by your current goggles, the Airbrake XL is the upgrade path. It's an investment in your comfort and your vision on the trail. And for the best possible price on this premium piece of kit, make sure you click the link in the description below. That link is your ticket to the best deal on Amazon right now. Thanks for riding along with this review. Now go get some seat time.